Yo, what's up guys, back here with another video. I hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video we're gonna go back on Android Studio and I'm gonna show you guys how you guys can make a list. As you guys can see on the screen, you can scroll down. Let's get to it. Alright, so first you're gonna need to make a new layout. Now you're gonna need to make a new layout because what it's gonna do is you're gonna make an adapter which is gonna go to that layout and use that layout to make the list, and she's gonna put it in the main layout. That might sound confusing, but you guys will understand what I mean. Alright, so I'll just make a new layout. I'm gonna name it test and I'm gonna press OK, and I'm gonna go in split mode. Now over here, this is where you add the widgets that you want to be on the list. So you can add a button, you can add anything you want, and that will be on the list. So in my case, I'm gonna just do a name and a last name under it. So yeah, I'll just do text view. So text view, we're gonna do wrap content. I'm gonna set the text. It's better to put the text because then you'll see how it will look like once it's in a list. So I'll just put test. Or just put first name. Gonna make it bigger. 50 SP. Yeah, that seems good. Of course you have to constrain it. And I'm gonna do another text view for last name. I'm gonna put this one size, I'm gonna put it 30 SP. And I'm gonna put it under it. Under the first name. Alright, so now that we're done with the XML, I'm gonna go back to my main activity. Alright, so now that you're done with your test layout, you need to make a base adapter class. You can also do it with an array list adapter, but in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to do it with the base adapter. Now base adapters are good because you have more customization. So yeah, I'm gonna make a new class. Let's say adapter, and in this class I'm gonna extend base adapter, and you have to implement methods. Alright, before we touch the adapter class, I'm gonna put my names in an array list. So when I run, the adapter takes the name from each array list and puts it and makes a layout for each one. I'm gonna put a name in an array list so that the adapter can take each name and make a list, a GUI list. So I'm gonna do string array list name equals new array list. Alright, so I'm gonna add the names. Name.add. Let's do Jacob. That's the 4. And I'm gonna make another array list of last names. And in this last name, I'm also going to add a last name. But I don't really know last name, so I'm just gonna put last name 1. Last name that I. Don't judge me. So we added our names, we added our last names. Now in our adapter class, since we're gonna call it from my main activity, I'm gonna make a constructor in my adapter class so that I can make an array list in my adapter class, and once I call the constructor, it can put the values from the main activity array list to the array list in the adapter. So I'll do public adapter, and oops, I haven't made the array list yet. So array list string name, array list string last name. So, and in the constructor we're gonna pass in a array list of string of names and array list of string of last names. And we're gonna do this dot name equals name, and this dot last name equals last name. So now that we have the values from our main activity array list in our adapter, this is where it kind of gets hard on the base adapter. So in base adapter, when it runs, it's basically a for loop. So what I mean by that is, first when you run, it gets the count of like how many things are in an array list. So right now it's 0, but if I let's say do 4, then it will run this getView method 4 times. So because there's 4 items in an array list, we need to make 4 lists, GUI lists, then it will need to run 4 times. Now I'm gonna do name.size. So it's basically the size of the name, which is 4. So now in the getView, you guys don't have to worry about this for now. So in the getView method, this is where you have to specify the layout and get the IDs and add it to the text view and make the lists. So first, the convert view is really important. So in the getView method, you need to make a layout inflator, which will go ahead and go to the XML and get the layout that you want to make as a list. Now you can do it by doing layout inflator equals layout inflator. Now you also need to have context in base adapter, because without the context you can't get access to the XML. So we're going to do context, and in our constructor I'm gonna pass in a context, and this context equals context. So yeah, you do context.get system service, and you do context dot layout inflator service. Now what this layout inflator does is it goes to our layout, it checks how many nodes there are, or like whatever is on the screen, and so let's say for a first name and last name, it says, oh okay, so these are the nodes, and then it gets those, and then over here you can specify what you want those nodes to be. Alright, so after you've done that, you have to specify what you want the layout to be. So he goes there and gets the nodes and makes the layout. So I have to specify the convert view to be the test layout, and also you have to specify null as the root. So what this means is inflator.inflate. So it goes into this layout and gets the nodes, and you have to put the root as null. That means that it doesn't attach to any root, any parent, basically. So in my case, so after our convert view is specified, now we can make our text views. Names equals convert view dot find view by ID, r.id dot name, and as you guys can see, it comes up because it's inflating this layout. And we do another text view because the names and last names are text views, equals convert view dot find view by ID, r.id dot last name. So you're probably confused why we have to make the text view. So we make the text view because once we inflate it, you have to use it in our Java code. So because it's XML, right? Because you can't use XML in Java code. So in order to use the data that we get from our first and last name, we have to convert it to Java code, and this is how you do it. So now you can set the first name and the last name to whatever name you want, basically. So you do names.setText, and you do, in our case, the array list is called name.get position. Now this position is how many times it ran this method. So remember, we have 4 get count, right? So this method runs 4 times. So every time it runs, the position goes up by 1. So, and we do name.get position basically gets all the names in our name array list one by one, and it makes a list for it. So last name.setText, last name.get position. Oops, these are the same names, so I'm just gonna put last names. So text, last name, I'll get position. And after we've done that, we have to return the layout, the list view that we made. So we do return convert view, because if you return null, then it's like we're making the list view, but we're not returning it. So that's why you have to return the list view. If you guys don't know what I mean by list view or like layout, I mean this thing right here. So yeah, if you guys are confused, I'm sorry about that. But so we basically have to return that, or else if you make it, then why aren't we returning it? You know, because you have to return it so it gets put in there. Alright, so now that we're done with the base adapter, we have to also make a list view in our main activity, because we can't just put it in there. We have to make a list view and set the adapter for the list view. So in order to do that, we go to our main XML and we do list view. We match parent, so we want to fill the whole screen, and yeah, we also give it an ID list view. We go to our main activity, we make a new list view, find view by ID r.id dot list view, and now we have to make an adapter class. So we have to make a new class of this, a new object of this class. So adapter equals new adapter. Remember, we have to pass in the constructors because that's what it's in the constructor. And for the context, I'm going to do an activity like this, because that's the context I pass in. And we do list view dot set adapter. Now, if you run, there you go, guys. We have made our GUI list view. You can click it, but obviously I haven't added any code for clicking. But yeah, guys, don't mind what's happening up here, it's just the emulator fault. But yeah, we made this. If you guys want to see how you guys can make it, if you slide any of this list views to the right or to the left, there's a button there, you can click it. If you guys want to know how to do that, please let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, let me know if you guys like the JavaFX content, because I don't know if you guys like it or not, but I'm gonna keep making mixed videos between ListView, JavaFX, here and there, and like maybe go other programming languages if you guys want. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, I appreciate it so much. And also, if you have any questions about all this stuff, let me know in the comments below. I try my best to help you guys. Bye, guys. Oh yeah, one more thing. So right now I don't have that much list views so that I can scroll. But once you have a lot of list views that you have to scroll, it kind of lags because the get view method is not optimized. So if you guys want to know how to optimize this so that it's very smooth when you scroll down or up, then let me know in the comments below, because right now if I have a lot of list views and I scroll, it's gonna be very laggy, it's not gonna work out, you know. So if you guys want to know how to make it optimized so that whenever you scroll it's smooth, let me know in the comments below. I'll make a separate video for that. Bye, guys, that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.